Today we got from Jada Toys the Ultra Street Fighters 2 Final Challengers Ken. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do our third installment of the Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers line by Jada Toys. Now the first two I opened were really good. Quite possibly could be in that top 10 figures of the year. One of those probably M. Bison. But Dalsim was also really good. So that's the two I've opened. Check those videos out on the channel. And we're going to go on with Ken this time. And check, these packaging are unbelievable. It looks like the old console game at the arcade. Stand up. It's got your buttons on here. The screen would be your figure right there. You even got power meters up here. So very good. You got a top. You got a window to let some light in off the, if you've got it on a shelf. Let's see, we get a picture of Ken there, Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers logo there, Ken there. And this says 13 years of age and over. Got Jada, got choking hazards there. On this side, we get just a little bit. It kind of looks like the side of the console that we used to play. I'm calling it a console. I think it's, I'm not the word of what it actually is, arcade game. And on this side, you get a little bit about Ken, and I will read that to you. It says, Ken, country of origin, USA, fighting style, martial arts rooted in Ansitsuken, whatever that is. I can't even say it. And that's it. The rest is in other languages, but yeah. And then on the back, we get a picture of our action figure there. And then we get the great cross sell down there. Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers logo there. We get, you can look up the website for Jada Toys there. And copyright date 2024. And here's your cast of characters there. And bottom warnings, copyrights, labels, barcodes. That's about it on the packaging. Really good style. Great idea come out of Jada Toys to make this packaging look like the cabinet, I think I want to say, the arcade cabinet. And let's go ahead and get him taken out. We have to go from the top on these. I believe, did I ever take him out of the bottom? I don't know. Maybe we'll try it. Can't remember where we took the other two out of, but we'll go ahead and try it. That knife in there, set that over. There he is. That's it. Nothing but cardboard back there. Set that to the side. And here he is in his plastic coffin. Looking good. So we will pull him out of the tray. Now this does have tape on it holding this plastic up against your cardboard tray, so you do have to cut this off if you want to take that off of there, which I do. Flip it back over. This top plastic piece comes off. Now, it is taped on there also. There you go. That's off of there. And will our figure come out now, or is it taped in still? It is still taped in. Lord have mercy, having trouble with this one. Yes, sir. There we go. And that's what you got on the back. That good old US of A right there. The background for a fight. Looks like a boat. So that looks good. So when we played Mortal Kombat, we'll set this to the side. Not very many people wanted to be Ken. He was just too ordinary. We wanted to be M. Bison or Dalsim or somebody big, and some of the big monsters. He was just so plain Jane. But man, if you was him, you could kick some butt. But he just didn't have the look to really garner my attention as a selected player. But we will look at his accessories first. And first thing I'm going to go out and take out, because I totally missed this on Dalsim, was the stand. Yes, the stand. I totally did not see this in the Dalsim pack, and I did not put it in my review, although it was in some of my still photos. It was a stand, and I couldn't really figure it out. I was wondering, what the heck is this doing? Well, it's to hold one of his long legs up. And go watch that video, and I think I did put some pictures of that stand. It was much like this one, except it had a field goal post on the top that you could rest that one of those long legs on. So there, I got that out of the way. I'm not going to miss that stand. And next we have some extra hands. They are right and left. Looks like his shooting his blast, his fireball out with. You know, is that kind of like a shoot? Did that, I believe, if I remember right. And then we get that said fireball, and it is tied in. Can I get this out? Yeah, I got it out without cutting that tie, but here is the fireball. And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is what that stand is for, or am I wrong? I don't see. Wow, that looks cool. There, you can see his hands in there. I'll try to get some pictures of that with a little light behind it. But yeah, not sure. I thought for sure this was going to be the stand for... Oh, okay, I see it. There is a hole in this fireball. You can't hardly see it, but yeah, it sticks right on there. So you can have him shooting out that fireball. So that's the stand, the fireball, the hands. Let's go ahead and get the extra face sculpt out. There it is. Kind of looks like He-Man in a reimagined era or something. But looks good. Blonde hair, brown eyebrows, white teeth. Yep. Looks good. And that's it for accessories. So we'll go ahead and get a hold of Ken here by his toe. Oh, he's tied in at the waist. Have to cut that. There we go. And Ken has been resurrected. There he is. Get this out of the way. All right, let's go through articulation. Look at the head. Again, these Jada Toys do a great job. He looks up pretty good as any regular articulation you're going to see. A lot of head movement there. Look at that. Looking down. Unbelievable. Great head. Of course, the head's going to be removable, coming with the extra head. Popped off real nice. Popped in real good. Listen to that. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that every time I remove a head. Let's see. We got shoulders that go all the way around. There is a double butterfly in there. Boy, it's stiff, though. Not getting a lot of rotation there. But it does go all around. He's got double jointed, pinless elbows. He's got wrists that go back, up and down, I guess. He's got an ab crunch in there. Hula hoop waist. Waist does rotate around. He's got, I thought they'd be drop down hips, but they're not. But who needs drop down hips? He can already, look at that. That articulation's crazy to me. And then he also can even do the straddles, splits and straddles. This guy's amazing. Articulation is top notch. He does have an upper thigh cut, double jointed, pinless knees. He's got a ankle cut, so he can rotate that ankle all the way around. It is on an awesome rocker also, and it does got, he can point those toes downward right there. Could pirouette if he wanted. Just for old time's sake. And that's it for articulation. Outstanding articulation. A lot of movement on this guy. I mean, look at this. He just, so much articulation. Can go all the way back. Man. And I want to also emphasize that these aren't long, skinny figures. They are pretty bulky, thick characters. So how they can get that articulation and some of these other companies can't, I don't know, and still sell them for $24. I mean, amazing stuff. Let's check out this face sculpt here that comes out of the box. Good smile, same blonde hair, brown eyebrows. It's about shoulder length hair, but it is a different hair sculpt, so it's not even the same hairdo. This one does have a little bit different. Laying on the back of his neck, it's kind of sticking up more here than on this one, more relaxed. This is pre-fight, during fight, so looks good. His suit right here is not sculpted on, so that's really good. This is his tie here, his black belt does come off, so that's pretty cool, and it does buckle. It does buckle, and it rebuckles really nice, so no complaints there. His pants are not sculpted on neither. They have a texture about them. Very good. You can see veins in this guy's biceps and forearms, so very good detail on these. Man, so cool. He's got gloves that have these pads on them on the backs of his hand, I guess so he can give a backhand without breaking his hand. And then he's got wrist tape, brown wrist tape. It is not sculpted on. So very good job here. Barefoot, so we don't need any boots, no boots there or anything. But pretty plain Jane like on your video game. But man, do not be misinterpreted when I say plain Jane, because he looks like our plain Jane video game fighter that we used to play, and the articulation is so smooth and so much with it. It's just so good. Let's try the hands. How do they come off? That one came off good. It gave us that pop. Pops right back on. Very nice. Very nice. Nothing too hard going on here. Let's go with our other head. We'll shoot this. See if we can shoot our fireball. This head's a little tougher to get on there. There we go. We got it on there. So now you can give him his shoot his fireball here. Give him some kind of neat stance here, maybe. Give that fireball a push. There he goes. How's that? Awesome. Looks good. Now, let's slide that over, and let's get a couple of his buddies out here. The other two Jada Toys Ultra Street Fighter 2 characters I have opened up, which was, of course, our great M. Bison. This guy was awesome. The cape is very good with these shoulder pads here. So you get M. Bison and Ken right here. And then, of course, we got Dalsim, our fighter from India. And here's what I was talking about, that stand I was mentioning about earlier. So, yeah. So, I missed this stand during the review. But, yeah, it just props that leg up like that so you can be giving that side kick or whatever you want to kind of kick you want to do. It is articulated, got two knuckles on it, and they both spin, so very good. But yeah, and his fireball is articulated too, got two knuckles on it, does spin. And let's see, is there screws? There is no screws on there, so you can't tighten these knuckles up. So if that comes loose, which it's already fairly loose, yeah, it's fairly loose, you're not going to be able to tighten that back up. But great stuff, great stuff. I love this. I have got a few more on pre-order as we sit here today, and can't wait to get them in and get them reviewed on the channel. But that's it. Happy Thanksgiving. Hope everyone had. And for Ken and Ultra Street Fighter 2 Final Challengers and Jada Toys, until next time, oh yeah.